Welcome to Citi Field. The Mets lead the Rockies 3-2. Brett Beatty now replaces Mark at third, and we have a new pitcher. It's Reed Garrett. First batter he'll face is the catcher, Hunter. And he fouls the first pitch off the C's for strike one. Hunter's 0 for 2 with a walk. Back in the third.
5 outs his last outing against the White Sox on Tuesday.
0-1 pitch drops below the zone to tie the count up at 1.
Is 0 for 2 in a walk. Estrada and Doyle to follow. Rockies have hung in this game. They were down 3-0. They got a run in the 6th and a home run from Hilliard in the 7th. That's not been able to add on, and so here they are in a one-run game.
1-1 pitch, and it's a fly ball into left, and it's going to be caught by Brett Beatty.
That's the first out.
It was actually a shallow pop-up in the foul territory, third base. That Beatty's got it.
So 1 out of the top of the 8th. Now Thairo Estrada, who was hit.
Now Thairo Estrada to the plate.
Came around to score the Rockies' run. Now facing Garrett in the 8th.
First pitch is grounded foul.
I tell you what, if Estrada's line drive with the bases loaded is not caught by Lindor, the Mets are behind 4-3.
0-1 to Estrada. Misses down in the dirt. And the count is tied up at 1. Estrada got hit by a pitch, also scored. That was back in the 6th. His last at bat. The 1-1.
He gets tied in a knot, but held the swing back.
Almost hit him. He did check it. Didn't go around. 2 balls, 1 strike on Estrada.
Garrett's ERA at 0.76, historically low.
2-1 is reached out and shot foul back to tie the count up at 2.
Look at the pitcher's first 24 games of the season. They Doug Sisk in 1984 and Francisco Rodriguez twice. Never had
the 2-2 is spiked, and we'll run this count full.
He's got good stuff, and he's
Brett and Doyle on deck with a multi-hit game going.
Remember that good start he had, was it last year, and then kind of fell apart a little bit, lost command. He has just been solid, much more reserved.
Full count delivery. Estrada grounds it foul, third base side, and we'll see another.
He figured out what works for him. He had a lot of early success last year throwing splitters. Then teams started laying off them, and he was kind of befuddled. But now he gets ahead of hitters with his cutter. He's got a lot of weapons to go to. He's still got that splitter to try and put him away.
3-2. Estrada ground ball, but once again foul.
Peterson went 5 2/3, allowed a run on 5 hits. Oscar Brazoban an inning and a third. He gave up the home run to Hilliard. And now Garrett. 3-2 to Estrada.
3-2 and Estrada grounds it foul off Alvarez.
Stay in the at-bat.
This has been a really long at-bat drawn here by Thairo Estrada. One at-bat this has been.
Oh, there's the splitter. Watch it drop. Off speed, too. Get you out
Got
front
Alvarez
as
in
well.
the chest.
9th pitch of the at-bat from Garrett to Estrada.
Another 3-2 is a swing and a miss for strike 3.
After the splitter.
2 down.
2 men down.
Knee-high outside corner. Pitcher's pitch. Right to the glove. Beautiful pitch. Tough man to strike out.
So 2 out and nobody
And
out.
now here's Brenton Doyle, who's got a multi-hit game going.
6 hits today.
With 2 outs in the 8th, and this Rockies down a run. He watches that one
Fastball in the corner for a strike, nothing in one.
go in the zone for strike 1. 2 singles tonight for Brenton with a strikeout. And he watches the 0-1 miss down and away to tie the count up at 1.
Andres Munoz in Seattle still hasn't given up an earned run this year. Luke Weaver with the Yankees, 0.73. Randy Rodriguez with the Giants, 0.73.
The 1-1 pitch is sorted for strike 2. Sword!
Reed's got it going on tonight. He's got good command. Good crisp breaking ball.
And the punch-out pitch from Garrett. That misses outside.
That fastball, and it's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes on Doyle.
Ryan McMahon, left-hand hitter, would be next. Edwin Diaz, a little rested, ready for the 9th inning. If Reed Garrett can get through the 8th.
2-2. Got him!
Reed Garrett with back-to-back strikes.
Reed Garrett with a dominant outing. And the Rockies go down in order. And this lead stays right where it is. 3-2 Mets headed to the bottom of the 8th. Bottom of the 8th. Mets 3, Rockies 2. New pitcher.
Against the very hard thrower, Seth Halverson.
It's Seth Halverson.
Well, he's a flamethrower and he's a big moose.
Well, he's got to face the Mets top of the order, as Francisco Lindor will lead off to begin the bottom of the 8th.
It's a little less overwhelming this year, but he's still throwing 102. Francisco
Lindor's got a multi-hit game going.
He set the tone tonight with a
Here's the first pitch from Seth, and he misses down in the dirt for ball 1.
99, ball 1.
Oh, he's a big guy. Look at him. Francisco.
A homer in the first inning, and then a single. And he has scored 2 of the Mets' 3 runs tonight.
Goodness, what a big man he is.
Lindor been really impactful as always. Seth hits that one in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes complete on Lindor.
Right-hand batter against Kyle Friedland in the first inning. Now batting left-handed. Brett Beatty, who came in for defense last inning, is on deck, and then Juan Soto. So 3 left-handed bats against Halverson. He's behind Lindor 2-0.
The 2-0 is taken for a strike. At 100 miles per hour from Seth.
Diaz getting ready for the bottom of the 9th. McMahon, Moniak, and Tolio will be due up for Colorado.
2-1. Lindor fouls that one off himself, and the count is tied up at 2.
Al Freeland went the first 6 for Colorado.
And warming up in the bullpen for the Mets, it's Edwin, as he'll get the 9th and try and shut this one down. But hopefully for him, he can get some insurance runs from the Mets bats here.
Garrett got his job done. Diaz will be counted on to do the rest.
Payoff pitch from Seth. Lindor fly ball to right center field. Backing up is Doyle at the wall. And it's off the wall. No, it's gone. It went off the railing. Second home run tonight for Francisco Lindor. He went around the third very quickly, but this should be a home run.
Base umpire called it in play, but it clearly was a home run. The second of the night for Lindor, and they're going to have to go to review for this, unless the umpires can figure it out on their own.
Got to keep the lights on in Georgia.
So let's see. That ball
Clearly hit the railing.
Hit the railing. It just got out.
We see it all the time here because of the way
it just got out.
Configured. If the ball comes off hard like that, you know that it hit the railing. And that's a home run. So Lindor will have home runs from both sides of the plate in the same game.
It'll be an orange. It went over just above the orange line, which I believe is ruled in play.
And a big night.
After review, the call appeals overturned. It is a home run.
2 home runs on the night for Francisco Lindor. And the Mets lead 4-2.
The 21st multiple home run game of Lindor's career.
That one just got out of here.
Insurance run they were looking for. They now lead at 4-2.
Well, that's a good night for Lindor. A good sign for the Mets.
Whew. It hit at the bottom of the railing.
Lindor showing good night vision.
So Lindor with a right-handed home run in the first inning, a left-handed home run in the 8th inning. Bookends for Lindor, and a 4-2 Met lead. Third home run.
So Mets now lead 4-2 after Lindor leads off the bottom of the 8th with a homer. Oh, so when he hit that homer in the first, he led off the game. It was a leadoff homer.
He started all 3 games of the series against the White Sox. Went 2 for
Now here's Brett Beatty, and this is his first at bat of the night. He replaced Mark.
Defense in the last inning.
First pitch to the third baseman is ripped in the right field. That's a base hit.
So the first pitch that
Hilliard feels it and throws it in. It's a single for Brett Beatty.
Beatty has
And 2 batters, 2 hits for the Mets to start things off here in the 8th.
wanted it away, down and in. Jumping on the first pitch.
Back-to-back base hits for the Mets to start.
So nobody out. Beatty at first here in the bottom of the 8th, and now here's Juan Soto to the plate. 3 straight lefties that Seth left to face as that one kicks away from Hunter, and Beatty stays put at first.
Watch the right foot, right into the gate there. The patty, boy, could have turned his ankle.
Soto's got a multi-hit game going. He's 2 for 3. And he watches the 1-0. That takes a little turn, but it still nestles in the zone for strike 1.
Beatty at first and nobody on it.
Soto ground ball. This could be 2. Here's the flip to second for 1. Tovar fires the first for 2. It's a double play turned by the Rockies.
By the Rockies tonight, and the 11th grounded into by Soto. That's the most of any hitter in the National League.
He's been hitting to that many double plays, Gary, because he's just been pulling off a little bit and he's rolling it over.
So now 2 outs to the bottom of the 8th after Soto grounds into a double play. And now here's Pete Alonso, who hit a double back in the first inning for his only hit tonight for the Polar Bear.
Just that the ground ball rates.
First pitch is in the other batter's box for ball 1.
He's just been a little bit off, out in front, and a little, just pulling off enough. And that's been his issue. And I'm sure he's very much aware of it.
Alonso has a double at 3-2
1-0. Alonso pops this one up. Making the play is Estrada. And he makes the catch. And we'll head to the top of the 9th inning after Francisco Lindor hit his second homer of the night. Can Edwin shut things down? We'll be right back to see if he can. Edwin Diaz comes into the game for a save as the Mets lead 4-2.
Which ties a club record. Huntley had 5 games.
Edwin comes in looking for his 12th save on 12 opportunities this year.
Both sides of the plate as a Met. Opponents are 0 for their last 27 against Edwin Diaz as he faces Ryan McMahon.
And the first batter that Edwin will have to face is the third baseman Ryan McMahon, and he watches the first pitch in the zone for strike 1. An RBI double for Ryan McMahon back in the 6th inning. That was the Rockies' first run of the evening.
It was their first run of the game. And a
Swing and a miss. Fastball at the top of the zone. McMahon could not connect on it. Quickly down 0-2 as he calls
He's
time.
coming back. Looks like his old self.
Punch out pitch from Edwin, and McMahon swings and misses for strike 3. 3 straight pitches for the strikeout from Edwin to begin things here in the 9th. 2 outs away from a win for the Mets.
Fastball, got that fastball now. He's running away from the left-hander, up and away.
right now.
Oh, he tipped in the glove.
He's as locked in as he's been since his historic year in 2022.
Here's Mickey Moniak as he watches the first pitch run outside for ball one.
Line out to left.
Moniak pinch hit as the DH and flew out in his first at bat.
The Phillies' first overall pick in the draft.
1-0 just misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes on Mickey Moniak.
Power hitter on deck.
Foul ball.
Fastball, 2 balls and a strike. Coming up tonight after the post-game show on the Sports Night, getting ready for Knicks Pacers Game 6.
2-1.
Much discussion about Paul Blackburn joining the rotation.
Beatty playing
on the Sports Night.
in at third base as Moniak takes that one that just misses outside on the borderline. It's 3-1.
Diaz likes to throw that slider. He's been staying away.
And Mickey Moniak, who has wheels,
from the lefties.
Behind 3-1.
is going to watch that one be dotted up at the edge of the zone to make this count full. If Moniak can draw a walk here, this would be really good for the Rockies because then the tying run will be at the plate. Here's the 3-2, and it's a ground ball foul. And also, Moniak can cause chaos in the base paths. He is really fast.
Sliders to Moniak. Again, the 3-2.
Another 3-2, and he swings and misses for strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Edwin, and the Rockies are down their final out.
2 men down.
He's feeling that fastball, Gary, against the left-handers. A run up and in.
Edwin is blowing that heater right by these Rockies hitters.
That's a big, effective pitch for him.
Moniak was
that
late.
Slider down and in.
Now the last hope for the Rockies is the 8-hitter, the first baseman, Michael Toglia. First pitch nearly hit him.
Slider, ball 1. Toglia can get on, and Sam Hilliard, who homered against Huascar Brazoban in the 7th, would get another crack. 4-2 New York, 9th inning. Toglia with 3 home runs in a game here at Citi Field last year.
The 1-0 delivery is a ground ball that's fouled back. And the count is tied at 1.
Interesting. Breaking balls to Toglia. Nothing but the predominant fastballs away to the other 2 hitters.
That one is taken for strike 2 at the edge of the zone. And the Rockies are down their final strike. And here we go. This is for the win. The pitch, and he got him. He sorted him to end the game. Another save for Edwin Diaz, 12 for 12, and the Mets win 4-2 with Lindor's multi-homer night. See y'all later. RBL. Peace.